Hi guys, and welcome. So this is my weekly check-in. Week 1 and done. Week 1 is done. And It's just sort of my way to recap and think about what changes need to be made and what things to think about for the coming weeks. So I'm excited. This is just amazing. Fun. I didn't realize it would be fun. I know it's gonna be a lot of work, but yes, I need to work on my ums. But first, the biggest thing I noticed about the videos, was the audio quality. Horrible audio quality. So that's something to address right away. In fact, my homework this weekend is researching equipment so that the message that I have for you can actually come through. Trying not to Second, it's been a while since I took my beginner tarot course. So I am pulling out my decks and decided to go through them each again, one by one, and reacquaint myself with them as individual voices in connection with different energies. So I'm starting with my favorite tarot deck, and that's the Sun and Moon Tarot. I mean, just love this tarot deck. Okay, it's just a very gentle, kind, voiced deck, if that makes any sense whatsoever. My favorite card in this deck, this particular deck, is the Sun card. And yes, the video quality is not that great either. And let me just put it over here. Focus on this. It's a beautiful card. I mean, two people holding hands, skipping along the top of a field of sunflowers. Can't get any more happy than that, right? With a beautiful sun right behind them. So that's my favorite card of the deck. The card that is my totem card is the Lovers. Also another beautiful card in this deck. Just represents a lot of things that I would love in my life. So, anyway, enough about that. And then the Devil card is my sun sign card. So I'm not enthralled with this card, to be honest. Because the devil seems to be very disconnected from the situation going on below. To me, the Lovers card and the Devil card are really the same card, just in the Lovers, but in two different places, in a good day and a bad day kind of thing. So this is something that I noticed about the Lovers and the Devil card early on when I was taking the beginner tarot course, that they are very much connected, these two cards. So interesting that the background is the same, but in the Devil card they appear to be underground, and in this card, they appear to be on a field, like on the surface, on up, above land. And that just appears to be the horizon, whereas over here it appears to be the crust of the earth that the devil is standing on, and that they're actually buried below. I don't know if you can see it. There's also a spider web here, so there's a very, very faint, kind of like a circle, a web that they are trapped in. But they're really holding one another in this position, right? They're back to back, but they have their elbows locked together. So it's kind of a hug in reverse, if that makes any sense. Yeah. So good day and a bad day. My reading of the Devil card is always going to be different because it's my card, and I feel a kinship to this card. And the Lover's card is really, that's my birth card, right? So these two together are always fascinating to me. So beautiful cards in this deck, I have to say. Some other things that I've noticed about these cards in this particular deck, which I had never noticed before, and I just wanted to point out because this is all a learning process, right? And I figure I might as well share that with you. I'll share that one with you as well. That one was pretty dang cool. This one was really cool. I'd never noticed this before. So I focused on major arcana first, and then going through each of the minor arcana within the deck. But these are just so that you know the work that I'm doing to get myself reacquainted with these cards. The Tower and the Fool. I mean, these seem at first glance to be completely different cards or about different things. And then I looked closely and I'm like, you know what? They're also very much about, I mean, they're about change. One is, the Tower is about the universe stepping in and making change happen, whether anybody wants it to happen or not, right? And in the Rider-Waite deck, you see people jumping out of the tower because it's on fire and they need to get out. So in a sense, this tower, they are also taking a leap of faith, right? I mean, they're being pushed out, but here on this side, the Fool is taking a leap of faith. That's the classic, stepping into the unknown, like following your dreams. This is okay. So going back to the Lovers and the Devil, it's a good day to step off. It's a bad day to step off. So good day, bad day, right? But very similar in the I guess in energy, in the sense that it's about wanting to about a new beginning, whether it's through self-volition or through universe like forcing things to happen when in this situation, I mean, even visually you can see the Fool is standing on something that looks very with the Fool at the top of it, looks very cone shaped, very, very much like the Tower cone shape here. So that's sort of what drew my attention to it. Anyway, the point is, it really helps to be able to look at these cards together. If you're reading and you haven't done this in a while with your decks, I really encourage you to, or you're a beginner like me. It's definitely worthwhile to just lay them all out together and check them out together and see what things really stand out and draw you in about your cards. So your decks. I love this deck. I mean, this deck, I think this deck knows I love this deck. It's my go-to deck, right? So fascinating. And then another one I was just going to show you really quickly that I had not noticed before. The Hangman and Hierophant. These two cards, again, just seem like they were about completely different things. But the tree is what sealed the deal for me. Made me take a second look at these two and look at how they are similar. These are both meditation, right? In good times and bad times. The tree here is lush, abundant. It's a place where, it's an obvious place to go to retreat and to meditate, and to consider things as important as what the Hierophant considers. And then, but at the same time, that tree, even in bad times, can be a place to consider things as important as what the Hangman is considering. So to me, these are both about meditation and deep thoughtfulness about a situation. The Hangman happens to be doing it in a very much more dramatic way, it seems like to me. Get the blood flowing there to the head. But the tree, this is, the tree is still alive. I don't know if you can really see it. There are leaves at the top here. But definitely this is not a good day for this tree, right? This tree's seen better days, obviously. So fascinating stuff to get to know these cards so that I can speak with or I can identify the energies coming through a little bit better. So that's my homework. That was item number 3, I suppose. So working on my ums to the audio, that's very important, so I can try to get the message actually captured so you can hear me. And then 3, I am working hard to get better connected to the cards for you so that I can bring you full message. That's what I'm doing, I think. Oh, and this coming week, I am going to be focusing on self-love. How about that? This last week was more about, you and your person and your connection with them. This coming week is more about self-love and checking in with ourselves and our own energy and growing from that place. So, all right, I hope you enjoy.